All right, mic check. All right, nice one. Looks like we have a signal. Just give me a moment here. Let me change this banner. Give me one moment here. Yeah, I was just addressing that buffoon that came over. You may see the screenshots that I left. There's a couple more as well, but I haven't put them up yet because it just happened in the live stream that I just deleted because there was no point in keeping it up. Um, but we'll just quickly address these dumb points anyway. Not that he'll be back to listen to the points and or do his own due diligence and go and watch the videos because he's too dumb to intake and he hasn't got the brain capacity. Unfortunately for him, and more than likely his offspring, all this type of stuff, So good luck to him, mate. When there's power cuts going on, you don't know what's going on. We know we've been forecasting. Again, if we're not forecasting, we can still know why the news is what it is on a given day. Noting the wax and wane cycles. And again, even taking away the news, forget the news, just noting the cycles. Very simple. And then we've got that buffoon. It's absolutely incredible how dumb people are that think they know shit and they don't know anything. And I don't profess or claim to know this and that, but there's levels to this. And dealing with these less than neophytes, I mean, they haven't even entered kindergarten in Earth school. You know what I mean? Like they haven't even yo, they're metaphorically still got, dummies, they got a bib on, you know what I mean? Still got a nappy. Going on like their shit don't stink. And as I always say from long time, right? What's one of my classic sayings? If you're not potty trained in logic, you make it a shit show for everybody else, unknowingly, and for some, knowingly. That's a huge problem. So as I say, this is why that person's kind, and you know what I'm saying, you know what needs to happen. If we can't get a partition from these people, that don't even need to be in our space or in our slipstream, along with the you-know-who's, the powers that shouldn't be, the Jesuit order. Do you know the word, or the words that go together? Wood chipper. A waste of time and a waste of space. Check my banner here. It's just, this is what we have to do with as people. They're too dumb. They haven't got no brain capacity. As I say, our IQ test is what? Pattern recognition. Here we are showing you patterns. And your dumbass, when they cut off the power, as they've been doing, all this stuff we've been showing you, forecasting. Yeah. He thinks I'm asking for his help. That's the part that sweets me. This guy thinks that I'm asking for Bouncer's help, like in that way. Like he's thinking on some little idiot, low level kind of way. It goes beyond me, you dumbass. The message goes beyond me. How are we supposed to help it to propagate anywhere? It's not about liking me. It's not about me liking Bouncer. Do you not understand the magnitude of what's being conveyed? He goes on to say, this isn't a live just now. He goes on to say, you don't know my views on anything. He's saying, I'm getting mad for just getting mad. What he says, what? You're getting mad for getting mad. What am I supposed to be doing? Cartwheels all the time? Happy that what we're being subjected to? What are you saying? When there's power cuts going on, war and madness, I'm supposed to be happy about that? Poison in the food, there's chemtrail the skies. Are you telling me I'm supposed to be happy about that? Is nobody allowed to get mad sometimes? Here and now. Have you gone through my resume? Am I always cussing? You know how much jokes we bust over here? Are you fucking stupid? Tell me about, I don't know your views. You clearly don't know mine. You haven't took the time to know why I'm saying with what Anthony Joshua. He's saying, oh, AJ didn't kill his friends. LOL. Have you gone through what I've already put out? Shall I give you a smidgen right now? Or you can't handle what I'm talking about? Oh, you're just some crazy person. You're talking blah, 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 blah. He's just Japanese with no weight to what he's talking about. I can't keep up. He talks about this, he talks about that. Well, I can't make sense of it. Probably because you've got compartmentalized thinking accompanied with cognitive dissonance. More than likely. AJ, what happened in 2019 in March 21st? You can Google the picture right now. And if that's you still there, you're probably going to notice something. You might be able to still leave a comment here, but you know we haven't got time for morons for too long. Yeah? What did AJ do March 21st? You can Google it. He took a picture with Drake March 21st. Or I'll say it this way, 21st of March, 213. Why is that important? He left a caption under the photo said, I'm going to break the Drake's curse. What am I talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? Drake's curse? To do with when you meet certain celebrities or sports people when they lose, or a team. Do you know anything about that? Before we even carry on, are you going to tell me that Drake and other scumbags in the battle rap arena didn't sacrifice Pat Stay? Like, this is the type of guy that we're dealing with here. You know, oh, LOL, what are you talking about, Pat Stay? Oh, Drake, OVO, Drake's okay. This is how dumb you are. Yo, this is what we're dealing with. Buffoons, basic beast brain bastards that have the audacity to breathe and live in the same timeline as people like myself. Not because I think I'm all of that or I'm somebody special. I'm saying, look at Uno with your type of thinking. Because if you've had any type of sense of a good direction, you wouldn't have been calling me a beg in the first place. You would have said, Rob, my man might have something to say. Let me go and do some due diligence and check his resume, maybe, if he's got something. Oh, shit, he's got a channel going on. All right. All right, let me see what he's saying. Have you done that? Are you going to do that? Obviously not. I know that's not even reverse psychology if you're listening to oh, well, you just don't want to go. I'm going to do it now. You know, have you checked my resume? Have I got something to say? Each one teach one. Come on now. Clearly not begging, dude. The message goes beyond me, you, bouncer, whoever the fuck. You know what I mean? Come on, get a grip. So 2-1-3. When was the fight with Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua? When was the fight? Anybody want to take a wild guess when the fight was? I've said it enough times. When was the fight with Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz? June 1st. June 1st. That was the day. June 1st was the fight with Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua. The day that leaves 213 days of the year. Remember, 21st of March was when he took the picture with Drake. Now let's speed up just before his two friends died. Because now we're going to make you look extra stupid. And am I just cherry picking numbers and pulling numbers out of my backside and chatting shit? You ready? He comes up with the rapper Freeway when he goes to fight that other buffoon called Jake Paul. Yeah? With the Nigerian flag. He didn't have an England one and a Nigerian one. He just had a Nigerian flag. Then he has a crash on a type of freeway, motorway, whatever you want to call it. But it was, you know what I mean, along the lines of. So think about it. He comes up with a rapper called Freeway. When's Freeway's birthday? Is it, I think it's something like the 8th of August or the 4th of August. Definitely at the beginning. Do you know how long it is from his birthday to Anthony Joshua's? 2 months, 1 week, 3 days. 2-1-3 again. You know, if you get recognized for doing something in your community sometimes, you know, like they might make a day after you. So they might make a bullet burn day because he done some good stuff, you know, and helped the kids or the youth and done some community stuff. I don't know, whatever it was. It was a great artist. I don't know, whatever. So they made a day after you, yeah? Do you know, if you look it up right now, they did a Philadelphia Freeway Day. Do you want to take a wild guess what day they done that on? It was either 2023 or 2024. The Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua June 1st day, the day that leaves 213 days of the year. Do you know what I haven't said yet? The word death equals 2-1-3. If you write out the Drake curse equals 2-1-3. Is it 21 weeks and 3 days from when he fought Anthony Joshua, when he fought Francis Ngannou, to the crash with his friends? Not to mention all the blood sacrifice numbers that come into factor in as well, and all his what is it? My brother's keeper. Not to mention the day of the crash on the 29th of December. I'm pretty sure Johnson and Anthony, both those names, equate to 29. When did he break his silence? A month later, on January 29th? With the same numerologies that goes with the death day of his brothers and the fight day. Because obviously I'm not showing you right now. But if you know and look up, you know, if you go to the calculators or a day thing where that shows you the numerology for the day and the life lesson, then you get more understanding with the wax and wane cycles of each day. Just like yesterday with the madness that took place, which I'm about to get into, as I'm just quickly addressing to show you, hey, I'm not crazy. We're mapping, just like, you know, Minority Report with Tom Cruise. That's where your mind should go to if you've been doing your due diligence, like I have 10 years this year. You haven't been doing what we've been doing as a community for actually over 13 years. So it might look like, oh, why are you going over the bouncer? What are you talking about? And then you're coming over here calling me I'm a madman. But you haven't done your due diligence. You haven't given it a chance. You've closed it off. Oh, you better go and take your pills, audio oracle. He's a fucking idiot. These times, yesterday had a life lesson of 43. Jew equals 43. What happened in Golders Green, dumbass? Hold up. let's now break away from the screenshots from Bullet Burn, because again, I'm not trying to call you a full-blown dummy. I don't know you, but you're still trying to call me a dummy, and you haven't given me a chance whilst I'm explaining. Now that is a dumbass. And the thing is, look at all the stuff that you can fact check. Again, this is not my opinion. Again, I didn't make the dates. I didn't give you the Gregorian calendar. I didn't give you what numbers go behind the letters. I'm just showing you what's there. Dumbass. The matrix script code. Have you ever heard of the Fibonacci code? Do you know about mitosis in the womb? Sacred geometry? Dumbass. You know all these things are pretty important. Dumbass. Fucking hell. Hold on. Let me give you something from my soundboard.
Got to be a fool. Got to be a fool.
Exactly. About internet ready, but you're not Jezebel order ready. When they got all their hallmarks everywhere from fucking, I mean, it's fucking everywhere, just like yesterday more than likely. And again, I'm not saying that things can't happen organically, because once you understand the code of what's going on and who's causing the amplification for people to spaz out and don't know why they're spazzing out on specific days, or why you want to carry out and do something to your ops, you know, you got all this type of stuff going on, man them on the strip, whatever the case may be. Could be a normal person per se, but then they spaz out on their spouse, or the person spazzes out on their mom, stabs them up. Then I come along, do all the fucking gematria and the numerology, and I've been showing you, I've done thousands of entries. So if it was somebody that off themselves to suicide, you get the same numbers. If it's for knifing, you get the same numbers. Racism, same numbers. Specific numbers for a specific thing. So then we can start to allocate it, not the volume and the ratio of this thing. Does that make me crazy? Does that make my whole community crazy? Here we are forecasting COVID before COVID. You're going to tell me we're crazy? We're forecasting before prime ministers and presidents are prime ministers and presidents. And I'm the fucking idiot. I'm crazy. What are you saying? AJ didn't do something funny to his friends? Is that what you're telling me? Is it just like, what were you saying? We're just allocating what words we want to allocate with what we like? I mean, give me a break. Yo, study the Jezebel order. Their hallmarks are everywhere. You've even got rappers that have done albums on them. Not Styles P. What's his fucking name? It's one of them like from them Rough Riders. What's his name, man? Oh, man. Not Styles P. Fuck, what's his name? But I'm pretty sure he's got an album called Ignatius of Lyotta. Do you know who that is? Dumbass? One of the first generals. We'll get back to that as I circle back around, because there's much more, that goes with that. But, I don't want to waste your time. If you're not up to par, or you haven't got the brain capacity. I'm doing what I'm doing with my upgraded spiritual self. Whatever you're doing, mate, that's on you. You want to be internet ready or not, Jezebel order ready or not, spiritual warfare ready? Hey, you go and do your thing, yeah? But don't be coming over here chatting la 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 and because I'll tell you about your bumper clock self until you suck your bumper clock mother. Yeah? Fuck off, wood chipper. Don't need you. Don't procreate. Fuck off. Had enough of you Zombieland variant cunts. Fucking buffoons. Ain't got a fucking Danny about fuck all, but want to come over and go like, I'm the divvy cunt when you're the divvy cunt. That don't know that you don't know that you don't know that you don't know that you're a cunt. More than likely. Again, this hombre, I'm not looking you fully now. But I had to lock you off because you was chatting shit. So, you're better off coming back on a different account if you're on a level. Otherwise, fuck off, pay attention. And or just fuck off in general, innit? Look at my man, that died. You know what? We're going to quickly start with my man, Real Cox, because I kind of got cut off last night. Shout out to those guys that come on the panel, Squirrel, Sniper, and Chris. Before we get to the Jewish double stabbing yesterday, we're going to get into that in about 5-10 minutes at the most. right? I'm not going to sidebar. We're just going to go through this one time, right? With David Wilcox, the conspiracy UFO guy that got killed just the other day on 420, the Smokers Day. Yeah? Ready? So he's born. David Wilcox dies at age 53, right? He's born on 3rd of March. Again, he dies on 420, Smokers Day, April 20th. They say he died via suicide. Now, again, whether it is nefarious, because the story sounds a bit suspicious and fishy still. I'm not going to lie. Not to mention there's a whole bag of these type of conspiracy type of guys that have been getting off in the last few years. I'm just finding out about it because, as I said yesterday, and I've said it on other occasions, I've left the UFO-y crop circle. You know, I've left that domain many moons ago. Yeah? Probably around 2013 or just before that. That's how long I ain't even really been up. No, nonsense, misdirection, just like them pretending to go to the moon. It's all bullshit, yeah? By the numbers as well. Fucking hell, with all the phallic symbols. Did you see when the thing came down and it splashed in the water? Did you see the cock and balls? Have you seen the trajectory path that they show you that it allegedly went just the other day around the moon? Is that not a cock and balls? These people have phallic perversion, and it's on purpose. I'll be listing all these things all over the gaff. You think it's for fun? Why you think the patriarchy is fucking smothered and smeared over the matriarchy? And then they want to put the women in, or hopefully to keep them ultra out of fucking balance and off key, you know, with things like birth control and all these fuckery. It's all part of the fucking I can think of the words now. If you have the brain, you know what I'm on about. But anyway, so 43 days after this guy's birthday, this is when he dies, right? Suicide equals 43. Suicide also equals 34. He dies on the day of a life lesson of 34. 4 at 20. Again, it was April 20th. 4 at 20, at 2 at 0, at 2 at 6 equals 34. Suicide equals 34 and 43. Again, this is forward and backwards with the alphabet, and then forward and backwards with the rules of numerology. It's not hard to understand what's being conveyed. There's books written about this. Go on my other colleague, my Gamuntran colleague, on his channel, Number Games with Zach. Go on, toodaloo, adios, arrivederci, Avidazain, Foxtrot Oscar. Go on, fuck off. Go and learn. How about download the books for free or buy the books? Number Games by Zachary K. Hubbard. No, Letters and Numbers by Zach, and 9/11 to Coronavirus. That's the one. Yeah, I got them both for my inventory. Fun fact, I've only read one chapter of Letters and Numbers, but at least I've got the books PDF in my inventory ready to deploy. These times, look how much I can break down, because obviously I'm in the community, then obviously I'm learning and processing stuff for myself, and then, you know what I mean? And there's a whole bag of gems that I can add on to what I'm talking about, just by if I went through that whole book. But I don't need to be weighed down with everything. I don't know if you know that type of Buddha talk. I don't need too many attachments. You know that? I don't know if you've seen that meme. He said, hey, you don't send any attachments. You know what I mean? You don't need too much extras. I'm already in the slipstream of a specific frequency. You know what I mean? So, you know, the what comes to me comes nicely, you know, is great abundance. I don't need to know it all, but I know enough. The numerology with the day in question is 70. 4 at 20 at 20 at 26 equals 70. Anybody want to take a wild guess what suicide also equates to, please? 70. So 43 days from his birthday, dies on a day of a life lesson of 34 and a numerology of 70. Suicide 43, 34, and 70. I mean, give me a fucking break. If you include the end date, so you get a span of 44 days, because he killed himself, right? Kill equals 44, execution equals 44. They say, obviously, the alleged story, they say he shot himself with a handgun as the police got there and he comes outside his property. Firearms and gunfire equate to 44. Also, sidebar, think about military and soldier. All those type of words equal 44. Again, kill 44. What do you think? This is all just arbitrary, what I'm talking about. This is just all random. You don't think that the people that gave you, you know, the alphabet system, the Gregorian calendar, you think that they don't know what they're doing? Fucking idiot. But you're over here begging. Dumbass. You don't know me. You ain't done your due diligence. Let me quickly say this again. I don't care whether you like the video, share the video, anything. Listen, as long as I know what I'm on first and foremost, anything that I would like to see fit for the benefit of what I'm on, that's a bonus. But first and foremost, I have no expectancy for change. I'm not a neophyte in this. I'm not in kindergarten, man. I'm not saying I'm some masterful adept, but don't fucking piss me off. Meanwhile, you lot, as I keep saying, you lot, oh, you've upgraded your apps on your phone, but you ain't even upgraded your fucking dumbass brain about your internet ready, but not Jezebel order ready, like a fool. You're not numerology ready, dickhead. And again, that's with or without, you know, the gang, the Jezebel order. You know, fuck them, wood chipper, along with the Zombieland variants. Without you lot, none of this is possible. Now, the alternative plan is 6 weeks in 1 day. 61. You even had that yesterday as well for the double stabbing, which we'll get to momentarily. Mental by itself, mental equals 34 and 20. Again, he died on 4/20. Time different IRP equals 20 as well. Another one. King Von, when I was calling out, I'm probably a beg though. You're gonna call me a beg, right, Mr. Bulletburn? Because I was calling out Traplaw Ross. You know that fucking culture vulture? Because obviously I'm in the UK, I'm in London. You know you got that fucking piece of shit pedeho culture vulture, clout chasing pussy clout called Traplaw fucking Ross, who's got a tattoo of King Von on his leg with his neon flashing fucking gun in his. Have you seen that? He's got a neon, you know, you got the light in his room, a gun neon, you know, in his room or his studio, you know, when he's doing his fucking, you know, videos for fucking YouTube. What a fucking cunt. And if you've actually done his resume, where he comes from, you know he's a culture vulture, clout chasing fucking cunt. Kin Von, quick sidebar. When my community, us Comantrians, shout out to them lot that put out the information at the time, obviously Zach, Number Games, and whoever else, they noted, because they've been noting LeBron James and all this other stuff, because, you know, they've been mapping the sports, forecasting the outcomes, noting other fucking ritual sacrificing with other players and or family members. Hence why they give you the movies Him, which were when he broke down before it came out and after it came out. And then you've got all these Zombieland variants. Oh, that film's dumb. I don't get it. And then all the other movie content creators, fucking idiot. Meanwhile, over here, not because we think we know it all, we're the ones giving you the real dub plates. Obviously, there's other people that don't include the numbers that obviously showing you some great symbolism on what's going on. But if you add the additional numbers, it's the cherry on top. And a good part of the filling in the meal as you digest what's conducive for your soul. You know what I mean? So anyway, boom. King Von. Yeah, so he put out like a mixtape album and he had LeBron, because I think they're calling King LeBron or whatever his nickname is, King whatever, because it goes back to some of the Bible stuff and King James and all this other stuff. But anyway, we put out My Man Better Watch His Ass. The numbers ain't looking good for him. To his My Man dies. How about Prince? You remember Prince the singer? When Vanity, his ex-girlfriend, died, It was my community. Zach. I remember he was on a radio show. You can probably still find the clip. He said, shit, Prince better watch his ass. And Prince made a song called I Would Die For You, with the number 4 and the letter U in the title. Way before text talk on short-term type handwriting, short handwriting, you know, how we are today with how we write stuff and abbreviate in shorthand. This is in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I Would Die For You. When did he die? April 21st. Use the 21st letter. April's the 4th month. Dumbass. We over here forecast the Queen's birthday. Dumbass. I mean, not when she died. Before she died. Dumbass. You know what I mean? Fucking idiot. Queen of England equals 140. We were saying, oh, she's either going to die 100 days in as the year begins or 100 days after her birthday, because that's what we come to realize. If you map around somebody's birthday and what they're known for, something amazing starts to unfold. Go and look at the video I put up recently for the guy from EastEnders that played Charlie Slater. Go on, what? Go on for what? And EastEnders equals 110, and he dies January 10th. Not to mention the rest. But I'm the fucking madman. I'm the idiot. We're the idiots in this community because you lot can't catch on. Meanwhile, there's already made movies indirectly showing you about the numbers from Jim Carrey number 23, from Knowing with Nicolas Cage, when his kid goes to school and they get the time capsule with the numbers that was in the time capsule from the girl that left it in the time capsule from 50 years before. Have you seen that movie? Forget the UFO part. Sorry, spoiler alert. That part's full. Yeah? Watch the first 3/4 of that movie. You might even be able to find it on YouTube. Because if you look under some of my descriptions with the videos, I would share that and show you, wow, go and watch Arrival, because that's to do with language and numbers, that Netflix movie, and the aliens come, and then you realize, oh shit, the whole thing's connected. There is no time. That's a whole other talk in itself. Hence why when it goes through, as my man called me recently, with that live that I just deleted, I screenshotted it though. He said, oh, you're a loop. You're a loopy. Oh yeah, thank you. Yes, I am. I know I am. You lot have come, or I don't know this person fully, but you know, I'll say more than likely, just like the rest of the masses, you've got cognitive dissonance and compartmentalized thinking. That's why you can't join it and connect it round. We can do the loop. You aren't doing the loop. Obviously, we're loopy. Get it? Fucking idiot. I'm proud to have my loopy badge. Yes, that's my Medal of Honor right there. You know, that was my spiritual warrior call of duty. Just cause, yes. Alarm bells have been ringing since a child for me. I'm an early bloomer. Saying, what the fuck is going on here? What is this chip and boulder I've got in my mind? You know, like Morpheus, you know, it's like you can smell it, taste it, but you just don't know what it is. You know, when he first talks to Thomas Anderson before he's Neo, you know, before he takes the pill, when they first meet, the prison you can't see, taste or touch, however he says it, but it's there, grinding away in your brain. So when I'm growing up, I'm like, wow. And then I'm noting other people, I'm the environment, I couldn't put it together. But I knew there was something. I'm like, wow, why is it we just half the time can't get on? Why are we lashing out, or I'm lashing out, or we're just not having decent communication? Like, what is this? Then I realized, they did a mind schism. I said, and language is memory. So if they've gone around and cut off your your native tongue, so to speak, right? And then you're here playing catch up. You don't even know you're playing catch up, or you're not even playing catch up because you don't know that you don't know that you don't know that you don't know to even begin to play catch up. You don't know that you're chasing your tail in some fucked up, warped Groundhog Day. Fuck you hell, man. But I'm the beg. Oh, beg. Listen, I don't care, man. I'm just here taking notes. If I can get a witness and tribe, you know what I mean? As I'm going through, fantastic. Otherwise, I know what I'm seeing and I'm doing a journal. Yeah? on and offline. That's all I'm doing. I'm mapping a journal, patterns, noting, observation. But I'm the madman. But you've got time to observe all this other shit, but you won't observe what you need to observe. And that shows you the levels of, you know, who's who. Because just because you wake up, it doesn't mean that you're online consciously. I'm not saying I'm running spiritually optimum whilst I'm in my meat suit, but, you know, I mean, come on. There's levels to this. Okay. Internet ready. Like a fool. Again, I was saying it. Oh my God. Oh, wait. One more. Because this is Bouncer included. Then we're going to keep it moving, yeah? Bouncer and Trap Lil Ross. You know, I gave them a dub play. Go and find my video. And I've done a reaction video to Trap Lil Ross. Absolutely obliterated him and Bouncer in the same video. Because both of them are like, 6ix9ine the rapper. Oh, we had a home invasion. Oh, wow, we got robbed. Oh, it's really real. And I absolutely destroy them by the numbers and show you that it was all staged buffoonery. I'll even give you a 20-second snip tease. For the rest, knock yourself out. The videos are there. You know, before my channel might get deleted. Or there's a power cut. You know, my man Bullet, he can't even bullet burn. He can't even get to me to try and cuss me off. Oh my God, the power cut has been going on for 3 days now. I know it's Spain last year, in April last year, Spain had a power cut. They just had a power cut at the Denver fucking airport. Denver 31, life lesson 31. It was on the 77th day of the year. Power equals 77. Also, the airport itself was made and founded 31 years ago. So we're getting on a day of a life lesson of 31, Denver 31. This just happened a couple of weeks ago. Go on I think I just reshared the fucking post just this morning. On the community wall post. Go and look. You can see all the numbers, zoom in. You can see all on the fucking thing there. All the date, the numerology. Bam. What are you saying? People just can't go on spring break because it was spring break. This is my point. Look at all the fuckery these people are causing. I'm the beg. I'm just trying to get the word out, bro. Or girl. Or imbecile. But don't get me twisted. I'm mindful. I'm not here to waste too much time in kilojoules, but I'm still allowed to sometimes say, hey, hello. It's not hard for motherfuckers to mirror a video. You have permission. Mirror a video. Make up a channel. Mirror videos. You don't even have to show your face. Just mirror. Mirror Bouncer. Mirror me. Mirror Zach. Mirror this what. Mirror. You know what I mean? In a standing. Do something. Is it hard for Trap Lil Ross or Bouncer to reaction video to what I'm about to say to you? Let's say it right now. Was it November 16th, which was a Sunday, which was the buffoonery with 6ix9ine, yeah? From his crusty creature birthday on, I remember, Trap Lil Ross, just before it, he went out and had an interview with 6ix9ine, right? Metaphorically sucking his, teabagging him out there when he came back. Am I chatting shit? Did he not? Am I begging then when I was saying, hey, Ross, you want to check this out, what we're doing here? Concerning the robbery? The home invasion? I'm leaving messages on his community wall posts, videos. Why do you want the world to think that it was really real? Or even if it was real, the numbers, regardless if it's real or organic, note the fucking numbers and why the numbers matter. The wax and wane cycles. Look at him, how much covering that he's done of David. Have you seen my coverage of David? What? Blows what he's done out of the water. Instantaneously. Instantly. It's 6ix9ine, I mean, was it 6 months and 6 days from 6ix9ine's May 8th birthday to the situation. What's his rap name again? 6ix9ine. Real name Daniel Hernandez. So it's 6 months, 9 days from his May 8th birthday, Daniel Hernandez, aka 6ix9ine, to the home invasion. What are the odds of that? Illuminati equals 69, because, you know, come on, if you've been paying attention, he's probably a fucking, what do they call it again? Oh man, you know when they put somebody in, like he's a what's the word I'm thinking of? He's a oh man, you know you know when they put them people in and they put them on, you know, and then they build a persona up, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're proper fake. Anywho, he's got 69 6ix9ine tattoos. I don't know if you know that. Allegedly, obviously, I haven't, you know, looked at his body, and obviously, I'm not his gal. But apparently, allegedly, he's got 69 6ix9ine tattoos on his body. So again, what are the odds? 6 months and 9 days from his birthday to this situation. The day in question, if I remember correctly, had a life lesson of 45, day numerology of 27, and the numerology of 36. Daniel equals all of those. Remember, his name's Daniel Hernandez, yeah? AKA 6ix9ine. Duh. So all I'm trying to say is, why would you want the people to not upgrade or at least have the chance to? Because the other thing as well of psychology, this is to bullet burn, and you may even know this because it's obvious. You know, like kind of like psychology and marketing. Obviously, if Bouncer was to put something on and reaction video and oh my god, wow, check this out, guys, boom, 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 boom. How many people, more than likely, even yourself or somebody that maybe are like you, maybe first off, but then they may change their mind and say, wow, you know what? What he's talking from this other channel, what my man Bouncer showing from Zombieland variants, aka Audio Oracle, do you know what? Fucking hell. Boom, boom, boom. And then it helps it spread. Each one teach one. It's not about me. It's not about Bouncer. It's not about, I'm begging. I'm not begging, you dickhead. Give me a break. Oh my God. So, back to David Wilcox. Welfare 34 and 70. Mood swing equals 43. Go figure. Depression equals 7. Rewind the video if you didn't catch what I'm saying before with David Wilcox. Because, you know, I've been sidebarring. And I said I won't get a sidebar, but it has to be done. Because if you don't sidebar sometimes, no, because obviously I could say something on the sidebar that sparks something in somebody's mind that's like, wow, actually, wow, do you know what? Now he said that, I might even really click into what he was saying before. It was just wop, 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 wop. Oh shit, now he said what? That footballer, what was that footballer? The Arsenal guy. What was his name? He died recently, man. What was his name again? Was it Kevin something? Man, you want to see the 213 that they stamped on him. Brutal. And I think he played 213 games. He played these times nigger and death. Black History Month 213. I mean, when you see it, I think he's born in February as well. What is his name? Is it Kevin something? I might play for Coventry as well. Again, I'm not into like football like that, so it's kind of out of my brain at the minute. He might be Kevin something. Anyway, I put out the video. The videos are there, man. Dub plates. If Uno wants sleep, well, I can only do and say so much. But one man, one community, that's not even tightly knitted together, unfortunately. You know, this is the other thing as well. You know, it's even hard work trying to fucking deal with your own community in the numbers over here, let alone trying to outreach and get other people in to break the mold of what they think they know and how the reality of the world works and the dynamics and the mechanics. Fucking hell, man. Give me a break here, Bullet Bird. You know what I mean? Cut me some slack. Shit. It's hard work, buddy. I don't get paid for this. Tell me about internet ready. So David Wilcox, he dies 50. Was it? We'll get back to the 53 in a minute, but I know David Wilcox, his name equals 53, dies at 53. It might be from the day he died or from his birthday to the release of the upcoming movie called Disclosure. 53 days. And then you'll see how it all lines up with that scumbag satanic director called Steven Spielberg. Most of these, they're all paedophilic scumbags. Maybe not now, but definitely back in the day. Remember that little girl from Poltergeist? If you're not up to speed, I put out the video. Go figure. The little blonde girl that was in the movie Poltergeist. I'm pretty sure Steven Spielberg had a hand in that movie, and it wasn't. Unless it was George Lucas. He's another scumbag. As I pointed out a million times, in a sane world, I should be able to pull up and, you know, go to authorities or you know, go to the judge court and say, wow, James Cameron and whoever else and whatnot, they've been leaving and blatantly showing predictive programming in how many cartoons, Simpsons, Terminator 2, this thing, that thing. How are these people not held accountable? You know, Neil's passport expires on 9/11. I mean, come on, man. His passport expires on 9/11? Terminator 2, when he's chasing the boy, the liquid one, and he's chasing Arnold. Arnold's trying to get to, you know, John Connor. Then he crashes, you know, the height of the flyover. What's the height of it? 9'11" Hello? Tons of movies, tons. Again, you got WWF as well. I mean, give me a break. But we're the mad ones for noticing and calling it out. Is that what you're telling me, Bullet Burn? Come on, mate. Come on, you can't be that stupid. Again, you're welcome back. But I know you would have left some dumb comments over there if that's you listening. That's why, you know what we do? We just remove, hide from channel. We don't need to, like my tribe that knows over here, we don't need to see a specific type of low watt vibration buffoonery. Long. Hey, do you know who's in the thumbnail? In the headlock? Do you know why they're in there? Why do you think I put them in there? Somebody chatting shit about the community. Why is he in there? Coming online, getting bent out of shape, all fast and furious, with his dirty mouth, don't want to brush his teeth, all spitting into the camera and whatnot. I said, hey, yuck mouth, that's what I call him. I said, hey, duck him out, boy. Go and get an appointment with your dentist, mate, or get turkey teeth, do something. But you're coming online, getting bent out of shape, all fast and furious with your bruck mouth. Fool. So that's why I put, you see the man with the hand? You see the power brush coming in there? And if you look closely, you see the blue canister with the orange? It says NOS, because it's the NOS for the cars from Fast and Furious. And I told him, you know, we had a chance to buy it on, it was on sale around Black Friday last year. But now I need to change the price. It's gone back up to like $3.79. You know, and if you buy it maybe at a specific time in the week, you even get an extra couple of canisters thrown in so you can get the deep power scrub for your dirty mouth, yuck mouth, you look a bomber clock pussy hole, yeah? Fool. About you coming online, chatting shit about us not putting out this information. And this is a scumbag, I'll say, Bullet Bug. This scumbag called, what's his name again? His name's Cuts One with a K. Cuts One. I call him Cunt with a K. Cunts One. One hell of a cunt. And the reason why I've had to do this to him, put him in Rambo's grasp, yeah, is because he's not only comes online and talks whatever he's going to say about us not putting out the numbers or specific people or whatever, he will start calling people pedophiles. It's like, what are you talking about? Stay on point. Stay on that. Don't go all out of pocket. Because when I come to check you, like you lot flee like cockroaches when I shine the light, yeah? And come with the doublets. You scatter and flee. You know what I mean? Them run and go on with them one another. Fool. Go brush your dirty mouth, yuck mouth. You need a deep cleanse with that power scrub there, yeah? Fool. I know conspiracy equals 1, 2, 3. So 123 conspiracy. To his next birthday is 10 months, 2 weeks, and 3 days. Also, the word depressive equals 122. Remember, 0 is just a placeholder, right? The other alternative span to what would have been his birthday for next year, 2027, concerning the UFO conspiracy type researcher, David Wilcox, 10 months and 16 days. Again, 0 is just a placeholder, so 116. David Wilcox equals 116. Go figure. Yeah? So again, 53, as we just spoke about. He dies at 53. David Wilcox, 53. So from his birthday, as I already said, or from when he died to the release of the upcoming movie called Disclosure or Disclosure Day, yeah, 53 days. Also, crop circles equals 67. The day he's born is the 67th day of the year. Again, if you're listening, Bullet Burn, when you left the stream that I deleted, I went on to give an example, because I could give you loads with my 2 sons, my sister, people that's died around me, other people on the organic side that I know indirectly with a case, whether it be knife crime or cancer, right? And I'm still getting the same numbers from, you know, somebody in the limelight or not in the limelight, from a news article that died of cancer or a tumor or knife crime. So what are you saying? And my point is, again, the timing that you're polarized, you know, where the sun and the moon are, you know, you know, all the houses and stuff like that, right? The zodiac and whatnot. So again, the day you're born obviously is very important. So imagine this guy is born on the 67th day of the year. Crop circles equal 67. He dies on 420. Hold up, give me a second here. I know it in my mind, but I want to see it before I say it. Yeah, UFO equals 42. I mean, you catching my drift here? There's something to this, right? So again, things you would like to do, hobbies, things that you don't entertain or do entertain. Once you start looking up the polarization of what specific things hold, or an object, or things you like to do, or when you're born, you're more than likely going to uncover some fascinating stuff. Again, my granddad was a pastor for church all of his life. He died, you know, damn near 90 years old. Grandma the same. She died a year after my granddad died, yeah? And this is just recently. Boom. He's born in October. Maybe October 3rd. Then into the next year, he dies May 5th. 7 months and 3 days. Pastor equals 73. Again, he was a pastor for church. Hello? You see where I'm going with this? And again, in the limelight and the glitz and glam, why do you think some people will get selected and then other ones, whether you've got talent or not? Because those that know the coup or know the code and the coup to the code, the wax and wane cycles, oh wow, when was that person born? Oh yeah, we're going to get that person through. We'll get him to do a specific type of bidding and get them to also insert, you know, whatever propaganda or agenda that they've got going on. And then obviously what door that the artist may want to go through, whether it's some gay stuff. All right, I'll wear dresses. All right, I'm going to promote LGBT alphabet stuff. Oh, you know what? I'm not into that. You know what? Me and my cousin, we don't get on. Or actually, you know what? My mom, fuck it. I love my mom. You said it's got to be somebody I'm close to. Fuck it. I'll sacrifice her. Like all my trainers that train me that I'm close to. Again, Anthony Joshua. You think that he can't just, you know how much money he just got into? How about the poly market stuff? Have you heard of poly market? Where they bet. Woo! My Donny. Is that you been here the whole time? Let me check the time. Oh, you just came. Or you just left that. Have you been here this whole time? I thought of you. I think of you here and there, you know. I hope you're well, brother. Fucking hell. Because I know you're a fucking old school dog from a long time. Yeah, I'm still about, man. Good to see you. But has it been you this entire time listening? Because I was addressing one buffoon. I know they might have come in and out of the chat and left. But yeah, man, I mean, so yeah, this is why they, as you know, they pick certain people, have them to do certain stuff, whether it's Tom Holland wearing a dress, you know, on SNL, or, you know, when he goes on these little talk shows or whatever, you know what I mean? Or the other one there, John Cena coming out naked or something, you know, like something. Or a fake slap, Will Smith. Yeah? Yes, my Donny, London man. But yeah, my Don right there. Have vision. Yes, big up, man. He's an old school vet. He ain't been around for a time. I ain't seen him for years. He's been about on my channel from day dot. As I say, good to see you, brother, man. Hope you're well. Much love to you and yours, wholeness. But yeah, he says King Charles needs to watch out for 1127. And the 26th, 211 days from today. Was that a date or the numerology or part of both? Gonna have to break that one down for me slightly. Is that just the numerology for the day, the 11, 27, and 26, and then you're saying 211 days from now? What is the date for that? The actual day? But yeah, man, as you know, that's why they do certain stuff, select certain people with your, you know, King Charles or, you know, whatever. This is why they do what they do. And again, God equals 55. My granddad died on May 5th. And God equals both. I think 55 and 10. So add up the 5 or the 55. And my granddad's actual real name equals 26. God equals 26. Again, he was a man of God. And the rest of that, what goes with that, Adam in the Bible, and Adam 26, man created on the 26th verse of the Bible, yada, yada, yada. 206 bones in the human body. You know what I mean? We've gone over this how many times? Bones Anatomy, Grave and Graveyard, 26. But anywho, try being sidebarring. I said I'll be 10 minutes. So you know what? I'll come back to David. Let's just get to yesterday with the double stabbing, yeah? And then I probably will end off with go back to David Wilcox. Now, yesterday, if you didn't know, we had the firebombing with the ambulances, right? We had the firebombs with the ambulances, and that was on the 23rd of March. Now, the same old patterns from the 23rd of March to April 29th is 5 weeks and 2 days. Double stabbing equals 52. Terrorist 52. More than likely the hidden hand of the government involved, you know, the Jesuit order and whatnot. Government at 52. So again, stabbing and stab wound 52 and 29. Yesterday was the 29th of April. Give me 1 second here. Jewish equals 29. Again, yesterday was the 29th of April. Stabbing and stab wound 29. Masonic, because again, more than likely you had the hidden hand from the you-know-who's, the Jesuit order, playing out a script and causing a madness and antics. Jewish 29, stabbing and stab wound 29. Again, from the firebomb of the ambulances, which was, those ambulances were sponsored by Jewish community. That's why they were allegedly targeted, yeah? Well, not allegedly, that's why they was targeted. Again, whether it's nefarious or not, and I still need to look into that a little bit more and some of the names involved, because I haven't done the full homework on that. But you know, when this happened yesterday, I said, "Rotted, you know what? Let me quickly, you know what I mean? Let me just double check with the date reference from that one to this one. Oh, stabbing and stabbing 52, 5 weeks and 2 days, double stabbing 52. Seen it a bazillion times. But if you want to sleep and call me a madman, let me check the comments. They firebombed the ambulance, London, man, a couple of weeks ago, 23rd of March. They done a firebomb, and I think it was about maybe 4 ambulances in the parking lot. Because there's been a lot of, you know, synagogue attacks. You know, they've had all that type of stuff going on, right? Near the end of last year, here and there, this thing, that thing. And as I was saying yesterday, this is all by design, whether it's scripted, nefarious stuff or organic. As I was breaking down yesterday. Be sure to check that one because, you know, there's going to be other dub plates and gems that I may not present today. All right, I'll screenshot this as well. When you like write certain stuff sometimes, like I'm doing now, I do screenshots, so I will go back over. Yeah, the firebomb ambulances, bro. I know, madness, right? Oh my God, where's the thing I'm staying at? Right, it's up there. Yeah. Right, Have Vision says, check out the date. All the numbers are there. All right. Yeah, man, I hear you, London, man. This is what's happening, man. I said, I'm gone. And that's what I keep saying. Especially on the organic side, they don't know that they're being played for fools. Also then playing into helping the powers that shouldn't be, you know, build the infrastructure of, you know, the, you know, 1984, George Orwell, you know, all that type of stuff, you know, dystopian. Again, think about the pros and cons, more so the cons when it comes to surveillance. Remember, all the cyber attacks, for the most part, 90%, isn't cliche somebody in their basement and or Rockstar, you know what I mean? Real Rockstar games, no. I've shown you. Because remember, people like Rockstar Games, they're going to have their overseers and they're going to have to, you know, carry out certain agendas, just like other people or your local co-op shop or the local, you know what I mean? The system's not down and you can't go and get your little meal deal from Greg's. You know what I mean? Get your little beverage, crisp and a sandwich, ready to fucking swipe your card and then toot is rotted. Nothing no work. The system's down, cyber attack, huh? Or somebody was updating it, but apparently they, you know, like the airport situation. Oh, somebody forgot their password, and then they got locked out. No, it's all lies. We've shown you by the numbers how it's lies. So again, I'm not saying there's not good things with surveillance and whatnot, you know what I mean? But think about the cons. Because remember, the mark of the beast. Remember, come on, man. Remember, a big part of 2020 was what? Because they've been starting it from before. A big part of it is moving everything digital, money. Remember, when they want to dictate, oh, Audio Oracle, we saw you jaywalk the other day. You're supposed to cross. Oh, we saw what you did online. You know that comment you left over there? Right, we're going to make sure your tuppence, your slave tokens, digital, you can only spend it on bread and water. How about last year with the power cut in Spain? Physical money is king because those that were fully digital, you're fucked. How about Nigeria? We've been mapping that in the last year. Just after the crash of Anthony Joshua. You will find it accompanied with one of my Anthony Joshua videos. I've done the turning point with that other seller, Raccoon, Nicki Minaj, and Erica. Also, Erica Kirk's family deal with EMP, electric magnetic pulse. They've been promoting, oh yeah, when the power grid goes down. Again, how about Public Enemy that recently put out an album a couple of years ago called What You Gonna Do When the Grid Goes Down? Hello, Bullet Burn. Are you too much internet ready or are you Jezebel order ready? Dumbass. I don't know if anybody saw my last slides that I put up. I actually put them up the wrong way around. I put up the thumbnail for this video rather than the nonsense what the buffoon was saying on somebody else's channel, calling me a beg because I was saying, hey guys, you need to check this out. So again, dumbass, when the power goes, when the cyber attacks going on, and then they'll blame it on Iran, the boogeyman, and then we're going to probably have dumbass like you, and with people with your thought capacity that only goes so far. Fucking hell. Do you know your ABCs? Do you know what one and one is, motherfucker? Because what I'm conveying isn't that hard to understand. Although it holds mighty weight and magnitude with what we're talking about here. This isn't no fool la 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 la. You get me? Internet ready. Aki. Yeah, you better listen. Get me some Aki and motherfucking saltfish for my motherfucking national dish, as I am descendant Yardi. Fucking idiot. Tell me about fucking Aki like a fool. What's Aki done for any one of you? What's any one of these bullshit prolific religions that's put out there that you don't even know, that you don't know, that you don't know, but those at the top of the pyramid, what they call them? I can't remember the fucking names that they call these people in different sects and whatever. They know what's going on. That hidden hand that has given you those scriptures, whether the Jezebel order was formed or it wasn't, is still from the gang. Do you think it's just random, like I said yesterday, in Acts 76 in the Bible, talking about slavery for black people, but yet the word slave equals 76? You fucking retarded, basic beast-brain buffoon. Listen, go in a cupboard, get some introspection, don't procreate, don't speak to anybody. Nobody needs to hear from stupid people because you are a plague and some type of pathogen. And then because somebody else don't know that they don't know that they don't know, and or they might even have a spark of what I'm on, but then now you will come along, oh, you're an idiot. Now you out there candle and fuck up the path line that they would have been on to greatness with their potentiality of being a Neo, Trinity, or a fucking Morpheus. Now they're a basic beast brain buffoon, and they don't know that they don't know that they don't know that they don't know that was on greatness potential path. Now you fucking stunted their growth because you're a fucking cunt, and you don't know that you don't know that you don't know that you don't fucking know that you're a cunt. So fuck you. I'm a beg, Mr. Bullet Burn. Again, how about get the ammo in your inventory with what the fuck I'm talking about and nice up the place like a fucking infinite Gatling gun to them one another and fight this fucking fight. You fucking cunt. And remember, at the same time, I don't give a fuck if you like me. I'm not here to be liked. I don't care if you take the message or do whatever. Slander the message. Take the message and do goodness. I'm just making sure I know what I'm talking about with honesty, sincerity, and wholeness to my best capability. Because it's echoing to the universe. So the universe knows my intent. I'm not a neophyte in this. In the sorting ground, Midgard, aka Earth, like a fool. Do you not understand vibrational levels, you fucking retard? I'm going to get to the comments in 20 seconds. Quick example. Do you know why they can get away with what they can get away with on this plane of existence? Also, dumbass, you're probably a globlin maybe as well. Are you a globlin, a bullet burn? Do you think we're hurtling, corkscrewing, and doing all this rigmarole? Elliptical orbits that slow down and speed up 2,500 miles an hour?
orbiting the sun at 66.6 thousand miles an hour, also chasing the sun via the sun's gravity. Yes, gravity, not gravity. Going 500,000 fucking miles an hour like a fool. Are you a globlin or a globlet? Because you might be a gal. You fucking fool. You know we see too far, right? You know we see the same fucking stars. What does that tell you? We aren't moving. The sky is. Taurus fields, you fucking idiot. Of which you are and always will be. No matter what part of the totem pole you go up or down in. Come back as a fly, flower, a fucking whale. You will always be your Taurus fields borrowing your meat suit, you fucking idiot. And just because a Taurus field is round doesn't mean what it is housing has to be round like a ball. You fucking idiot. Think about the hourglass or the 88 or just the figure 8 within the Taurus field. Now look at a tornado. Now think about your aura and your Taurus field. The black and white lines that go across your eyeballs as you're going to sleep or in a dark place. When your eyes adjust and you open your eyes, you can still see it. You fucking idiot. Let's get a tube and put different weights and measures of metals and milk, oil, and water. Shake it up. What happens when you come back in half an hour, an hour? Everything knows its place. Different weights and measures of the vibration, the frequency. Lower density realms, these scumbags can't do what they do here. Same with higher realms with the high vibration. Here is Midgard, aka Earth, aka the sorting ground. Do you get me? Start feeling like my man from what's the movie? What's the movie? Starship Troopers. You know what I want? Do you get me? And then you got the other guy, when he throws the knife in my man's hand. Yeah? Now what's going on? Shape up. Fix up. Everything has its place. So hopefully my vibratories are going high enough that I don't have to come back here. But obviously it might happen because it's such a mixed place. I definitely can say hand on heart, I know I'm not going to be going to no hellish realms. That's impossible. I vibrate too high. I know that naturally. Yeah, without any substance, ayahuasca, mushrooms, DMT, whatever. Like, are you mad? You have no idea and I'm nobody special. But know yourself and know who the fuck you are. Nobody special me, But no, when you come across certain spiritual warriors, know yourself. And I'm not saying that you may or may not be one. I don't know you, Bullet Bird, but know who the fuck. Fool. Big up London man getting a chuckle. Yeah. I've rested. You have to get a chuckle in, family. Oh, you caught my live yesterday. Yes. Big ups. Love for that one there. Let me put it on the screen. Is it already there? I think it is. Hold up. Oh, yeah, it's there now. All right. Appreciate that. Let me change this background music. Appreciate that, man. Again, I don't mean to harp on, and I know I'm like a broken record, but when you come across these individuals, it's like, okay, are these people for real? Like, what? Another one of you. Listen, if you go through my resume, you will find a trailer load of body bags. So you're just another one. Even though you're like the pigeon that will shit all over their chessboard and fly off thinking you won. You do that. Yeah? Thinking you was playing chess and you can't even play checkers, let alone 4D and 5D chess. Fool. More than likely, we might have some brain cells, but I highly doubt it. Only for a hot second momentarily when that live was going on earlier, before I done this one today. It was only up for 10 minutes and then I deleted it. Only 1 second I thought, oh, maybe. Then I was going off my train of thought. I looked back and I was like, right, it's Pasty again. You know what? Fuck you. Let me cut the live. You quickly get the screenshots. I'll put them up after. So again, Jewish 29, yeah? Now, Jew equals 43 and 38 from the ambulance fire, ambulance bombings, fire bombs, to April 29th, 37 days or a span of 38. Ninth man 37. Jew 38 and 43. Again, yesterday I had a life lesson of 43. 4 and 29, 2 and 0, and 2 and 6 equals 43. Through Masonry 59, we had a numerology of 59 yesterday. 4 and 29 and 26, 59. Through Masonry 59, kill 59. Again, I'm not sure how those recipients, you know, of the madness are getting onto there, but hopefully they're alive and kicking. You know, speedy recovery. And I really don't want to sidebar, but just because it's in my mind, I promise I'll be 20 seconds. It's just a reminder. Remember all the ones we covered? We had the army barracks, maybe one near Liverpool, maybe a year and a half ago. Remember the one with the silverback gorilla guy? I don't know if you remember that. And he lived on Moorish Road. Oh my God, and everything that came up with that one. And how that factored in with the Moors and all of that. I said, oh my God. We had the one in Ireland at the army barracks. I don't know if you remember that. We've had no update, by the way, with the news of how these people have got on, the people that got attacked, the sergeant or whatever it was. Do you remember that? I remember that. And there's probably another 2 more that I can't remember right now off the bat. Yeah? Now, yesterday, day numerology, 4 and 29 equals 33. Again, police people, order, society, masonry, secrecy, magic equals 33. Think about the magic spells that you're under. Don't be afraid of magic or spells, but obviously distortion and madness, obviously, that's not sexy. But my point is, just remember how you got here by magic, the sun and the moon hanging around close celestial bodies, wandering stars or whatever. You know, look at the magic of that, the magic of magnetism. Mag, M-A-G. Now, of course, mental health yesterday will play into it, will factor in. Yesterday was the 119th day of the year. Mental equals 119. And I think welfare or mood swing, one of those 119 as well. But yeah, mental health 119, definitely. And never forget Liverpool Women's Hospital bombing, explosion with the suicide bomber that we covered a couple of years ago. And if you're not up to speed, just watch yesterday's entry for this. You know, I went over that a little bit yesterday. Right, so, for another 38, and remember, stabbing and stab wound, 38 and 52, right? Jew ambulance equals 38. I mean, give me a break. 38, you know, wow. Also, yesterday I had a numerology of 79, 4 and 29, 20 and 26, 79. Society of Jesus equals 79, like murder 79, of course, you know, whatever the case may be, if you're still alive. But if he was the recipient of a madness and stabbing, obviously the potentiality to die is there, murder. But anyway, murder 79, Society of Jesus 79. And remember, Society of Jesus is the other name for the Jesuit order. Right? AKA, also known as. So go figure. Also, yesterday, numerology 61. If I'm not mistaken, terrorist equals 61. We'll get to that in a minute. Mental health definitely equals 61. So just think how perfect the day was. From the ambulance to this one, you know, the date duration, then the day in question with all those numbers,
all the mental health type of stuff factoring in, terrorist numbers and whatnot, stabbing and all of that, you know, with the date duration numbers from the ambulance stuff. The day in question, Jewish 29, stabbing and stabbing 29, lifeless and 43, Jew equals 43. I mean, what are the odds? But we're the idiots, though. We say we're the dummies. Yes, Chris. Hold up. Oh my God, what have I done now? Yes, Chris. So I'll let you up if you got time in a sec. Or you might not have the time, but I kind of need to kind of quickly get through. So I've been sidebarring plenty already. Because I was addressing somebody. I had to address some buffoon that was in the live stream before I kicked off this live stream, and I deleted the live stream about just over an hour ago. I said, you know what? I'm not even going to leave that up long. But I took the screenshots. I'll put them up in a moment or after the stream. So. And remember, as it says in the Bible, synagogue of Satan, right? I know there's a thing to do with Philadelphia, synagogue of Satan. There's some passage. Again, I don't know all of that stuff off by heart and, you know, this part of the Bible and blah, 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 whatever. But because I choose not to. I don't need all this extra shit and, weighing down. You know what I mean? Don't need it. I know enough. And then I've got enough intuitive mechanisms that reside within for me to be nicely and sail on my path. It's like I know without knowing, even though I might not need to even know that specific bit, but I kind of, you know what I mean? Anyway, just know, so synagogue of Satan equals 64. I do have something on the date coming up with that. Till 64, synagogue of Satan equals 64. So just keep that in mind. All right. As I said before, terrorist 61, 52. Oh, and remember, with the ambulances, that was on a day with a life lesson of 36. Racism equals 36. Yeah? Go figure. Racism. I've still got to do the one for the black girl recently. You know the black girl that died in Africa? With the Bitcoin guy? What is his name? Joe McCann? Yeah, I got a dub play. Oh, and Drake is in that as well. She was in a video, and it's with the brides. Because the theme of the music video with Drake, it's got 20 brides. Yeah? So wedding bride's dress. I mean, give me a break. And then the same girl, what was her name again? Ashley something? Was it Ashley Janae? Something like that. I can't remember right now. But anyway, when you see the numbers, it's like, oh, I mean, come on. Again, nefarious or not, you know, or hidden hand or not, you know what I mean? So hidden hand or not, nefarious or not, you know, because of the guy, the boyfriend, whatever, and or if it was nefarious or not with the hidden hand of the guy, or if it was just organic, you know, and she really did off herself, like David Wilcox, but I'm not buying the story. Seems a bit fishy. But hey, what do I know? What I do know, follow the fucking numbers. It's not that hard, is it? Only those with a mental block and have that set default to just cuss and do no due diligence. Well, then you miss the diamond in the rough. You know, then one day you miss the low-hanging fruits, the dub plates. Meanwhile, we're forecasting presidents, prime ministers, you know, situations, stabbings. You had that one in New Zealand? Was it New Zealand in the mall? Neo-Nazi. That was the term I was looking for. It was either yesterday or earlier today. And I was like, what is that term with the Nazi? Neo-Nazi. That was the kind of term or the label that you have those people. Yeah? You remember, you got the Ali Akbar or Jihad or whatever the case may be. But anyway, so you had a neo-Nazi situation the same day, basically the year after. Remember we had the Nottingham? Remember the Nottingham guy? And he drove into the people? And he's stabbing them up and whatnot. What was his name? Valdo Calacane. You remember that situation? I mean, I already dropped dub plates for that. That guy had 2 or 3 different names. Right? Knocking at the fucking... He's knocking at MI5. And when I'm seeing this, I'm like, did they let him out? And I'm speculation. But, you know, I got to ask. I'm saying, okay,
Well, my mind is just doing it. So I'm saying, did they maybe let him out of some facility and he's saying, hey guys, that's the kind of like some fracture in his mind. And it's like, wow, hold on, why am I going back here? I don't even know really why I'm going back here. Let me just go and knock the MI5. You know, I didn't realize I got let out of some facility from some tunnel that came from the MI5 building, but then there was some tunnel going on some little underground tube train. You know what I mean? Like some Austin Powers or what's that movie? You know, Kingsman. You know, Kingsman? And they're going on a little underground tube train. You know what I mean? Whiz your way to some little facility or some shit with your eyelids peeled back, showing you all sorts of shit on some screen, and you can't blink for a month. While you've got some, maybe, you know, I don't know, they let out the fucking water sprinklers to keep your eye, you know what I mean? Give it some moisture. Yeah. And then 2-2s, they let you out. Then you're being mixed in with society. People don't know, oh yeah, I know Valdo. He goes to my class. Yeah, I hang out with him. We're in the uni studying engineering and doing stuff. 2-2s, he's been in there 2 years. Then all of a sudden, again, speculation. As I always say, I don't know what the trigger point is. But then whatever it is triggers him off. A ringtone sound on his phone. I don't know. A picture on his phone that pops up from the you-know-who's, the hidden hand that sends him a text. Or he's got a text that's already set pre-done in his phone that goes off on that day. You know what I mean? It's not that they text him on that day. They set off a special thing on his phone that does the alarm in the picture. You know what I mean? 2-2s. My man's going berserk. Don't know why he's going berserk. Don't even know why he's got another name upon another name. And I'm over here like, wow, what is he? West Indian migrant equals 201. It was on the 201st day of the year, or the day that leaves 201 days of the year. What was it, June 12th when it happened, the Nottingham situation? Then his name, Valdo Calacane. I said, wow, he's got a couple of different names, but they're going with Valdo Calacane, or they pronounced it Kalakani. And I said, Rotted, let me, because another good thing, if you don't do this, names and maybe some terms or places, maybe look up the names. You may find some interesting stuff. So Valdo, look up the name. Valdo means power, govern, and rule. Who likes power, govern, and rule? Again, government means govern your mental. And again, the original definition for government is, what is it? They were the terrorists, basically, which they still are, terrorizing your mind. Basically, government by intimidation. Basically, the definition for government is basically terrorists, yeah? Terrorists by intimidation, and however it goes, government by intimidation. But my point is, govern, power, and rule. That's what Valdo means. Look it up. Valdo. I said, wow. Then, Calacane or Kalakani. Look up his last name. You know what I came across? But with a slight different spelling. So this began with a K. And I think at the end of it, it wasn't Cane, like the guy's name. It was Cain, maybe E at the end. But anyway, Calacane with a K. You'll find it that it had on Wikipedia. There used to be an old show, mini-series. There's a book for it. And imagine what's on the book cover. Are you ready? Look it up right now. Calacane with a K. Look it up right now. Do it. I'm not chatting shit. On the cover for the book that got turned into a mini-series, foreign something, it shows you a syringe. Think about it. Before I give you the synopsis of what it's about. A syringe in the time of boosters, jabs, and needles going in people's body. Since 2020, not to mention Kent meningitis stuff the other day. Oh, well, you better go and get this and that in your body. You see how they do it? Look how they rope you in. Remember, we was on 2 meningitis in Kent since last year, as I showed when it broke out. I said, oh shit, we was on this last year. We was mapping it. I'm not surprised. Meanwhile, everybody's still sleeping. Hey, bouncer, you wanna? Oh, sorry, I'm begging. Let me tuck my tail in and then, go into my corner. Let's not care about the children, women, and men out here that are just trying to get on with their lives, but are just getting, veered off by these fucking shit cunt bastards that, as I say, they will step on your head, your mama's head, your grandma's head, your picnic that just come out's head, your picnic in the room, metaphorically. They're stamping on your head right now. What's the book about, Kalakane? It's about dystopian. Basically, those that think outside the box, we're going to have to jab them. That's basically what he says, if I'm not mistaken. Look out. So again, what are the odds of this person's name? Yeah? Come on, man. But I'm the madman. All right. You know, remember, quick last thing. Remember when I put out the video? I remember we was going through a couple of years ago. I was going through the months, right? And I said, right, hot, cold, lukewarm for each day. I was going through each day. Some days I might skip. Yeah. Then when the month came up, go through all that month, then we'd look back and say, wow, look what happened. Right. Do you remember you had the riot in Ireland? Do you remember you had the riots in Ireland a couple of years ago? I remember it was the 23rd of, look it up, riots and stabbing, 23rd of November. Look it up. Probably in 2024. I don't think it was 2023. I know time flies now, but maybe 2024. Again, I'm trying to get to the people writing to say, hey, be careful because you might be getting gaslit to riot by, I'm not saying like an Antifa type, but you know what I mean? Like people that will go on, because I'm not on your Discords or things like Twitter. Oh, that's toxic. That's too toxic for me. I stay clear. Well, I didn't think I've been indoors for the last 10 years. Yeah? It's too toxic. Hey, even today, quick dub play, or quick sidebar. Have you ever noticed that? I mean, if you go in London today, look at the planes spraying. Look how close they are. Have you seen them? They put like a little film. It's not always the blatant, brutal fucking chemtrail, blah, blah, blah. But if you have keen eyes and you look, they spray, light spray, but it gives like a little haze blanket. They're cunts. They'll proper see you next Tuesdays. I've got to give them their due though, because they're brilliant. The world's asleep. Nobody cares, even when shown. It's a well-oiled machine. Fucking no, man. I got no. Brilliant. I mean, I'm not even, you know what I mean? I've got to give due where it's due. Yeah? Bouncer puts out a good entry. Brilliant. Respect Bouncer. SPAC Nation. Yes. Yes, hold them accountable. What are you saying? I'm trying to get on his good side because I'm going to come back one day and say, hey, guys, you want to check this out? Does that mean I'm begging? You buffoon. Oh, man. So, yeah, Ireland. That month when it came up, I put out a video and wall post. You can find the video where I showed you before and after the fact. I said, look, did I not say to look out for that day for stabbing and whatnot? The day that leaves 38 days of the year, life lesson 41, terror 41, stabbing and stab wound 38, was like murder, RIP, even was like drowned, etc. Found dead, collapse, destroy. All those type of words or terms equal 38. Why do you think they love to off the rappers? Rapper equals 38, dumbass. But because you ain't paying attention, well, my name's Trapler Ross. I'm a culture vulture, clout chasing the food. I'm going to go and get King Vaughan tattooed on my leg. The man's got a neon flashing light of a gun in the background in his studio. Give me a break. But I'm the cunt.
Got to be a fool.
Exactly. You have to be a fool. Here we are giving you double stuff. You know what I mean? Hold on. Oh, wrong one. There you go, my done. Yeah? Because when we find the numbers now and they're sinking in, this is the music that's playing in my head. You know, Law and Order. I'm like, here we go again. Soon as I saw Golders Green yesterday, and I saw that the culprit, the perpetrator, his age is 45. Do you know how many entries I have for 45 and knife crime and other numbers? Think about Eliana Croydon. Was that not the 27th? Was that the 27th of September? Or did they leave in? Or the 270th day of the year? If not both. I remember it was a life lesson of 43. Then they come out and said, oh, the guy or the youth had autism. Autism equals 43, dumbass. She gets buried 4 weeks and 5 days later. Fact. Knife equals 45, you fucking idiot. Duh. Here we have yesterday, Golders Green, perpetrator, 45 years old. Those that he stabbed, they say, in their 30s and 70s. I said, hold on. Knife man equals 37 and 73. So before I've even typed anything in, I'm watching the news and I'm reading the description on the YouTubes. I'm saying 45 and I'm saying, wow, the victims are 30 in their 30s and 70. I said, come on. I've seen this so many times. You get specific numbers, the polarization, depending on the situation. Again, if it's suicide, you get specific numbers. Racism, look at the, again, all the movie critics the other day, and I'm trying to say, hey, guys, is that me begging? You know, you've got Nerd Erotic, you've got Critical Drinker, you've got, you know the ones, you've got Mr. H Reviews, big in the game. What are you saying? But what's his name? Bullet Burn. Am I begging? Because I'm trying to say, guys, check this. You need to kind of add it to your inventory and help your own subscribers so they're not getting fooled. Whether it's a fake Will Smith slap that didn't even connect to fucking what's his name? Chris Rock. The slap didn't even connect. And you know what as well, you fucking idiots? You can find on YouTube Will Smith showing a child, and we'll get to the child's name in a minute. You can find him showing a fake actor slap to a child on stage. I'm not joking. Child is probably about 9, 10 years old. What's the child's name? Chris. The kid's name is Chris. And that was around the time when he made the tennis movie, right? He made the tennis movie. Your arm serves, your arm swings. Then he goes and swings a serve to Chris Rock. But because you lot are slow on the symbolism, you miss the play. You're too quick to be like, oh, well, you're a biggie. Oh, you're leaving a comment trying to get your message out. You're trying to get views. We're trying to save lives and do the best we can, even though we know nothing's going to change. Because of people like you and your basic beast brain syndrome self. Fool. Fucking hell, man. Unbelievable. So yeah, that Tourette's syndrome stuff the other day. Have you seen my video that I put out for that? Dub plates all over. No views, but I don't care. I know I've done my bit. So watch the dub plate now. It was on a day with a life lesson of 34 and a numerology of 70. Racist equals both of those. Anybody want to take a wild guess what Tourette equates to? 34. So again, on a day with a life lesson of 34, you've got the guys from Sinners. That movie came out on the 18th of April. Race equals 18. And I think the other one, is his birthday November 18th? Not Michael B. Jordan, but the other guy that came up with him. I think his birthday, I can't remember. When's his birthday? But my point is, again, if you don't know the play, you missed the motherfucking play, fool. And when they cut the mic off when somebody says something about, because I didn't watch it, but I read or saw some headline to do with, oh, they cut the mic off when somebody else was talking about Palestine, but then they allowed the racial slur to get through. And I'm like, you missed the play again. Because obviously with a lot of these shows, and more than likely this one, They're watching it 5 minutes, 10 minutes ahead so they can cut stuff out. Hence why they cut out the Palestine stuff. But yeah, so they purposely left the other stuff in with the Tourette's guy. What do you think he had on a shot collar? And he said, "Oh, nigga, you know, like a dog shot collar. What do you think?" And if I'm not mistaken, I swear the trailer for the movie. What is the trailer? What is the movie based on that guy's life? I can't remember his name now. Jonathan something? I can't remember his name. But it's 213. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Remember, Black History Month, Black Panther, nigger, death. Those type of words equal 213. So again, that movie might have come out last year, but then look what's going on this year. And then look how the puzzle pieces fall into place. Then, from the situation of the Tourette's Day to the guy's birthday that the film's based on, right? The guy, the Tourette's syndrome guy, was it not like 14 weeks and 2 days? And Palestine equals 142. Think about Hamas terrorism. Terrorist equals 142. I mean, give me a break. Oh my God. Same with fucking, who's that black buttle? What's his name? Absolutely tore him a new one. Stormzy with the McDonald's. Have you seen my video for that? Does McDonald's equal 158? He's born on the 158th day of the year, sometime in July. You fucking idiot. What are you saying? I'm begging. No, man. It seems like you're just a clown. And we're just using you as an example today. We can do many examples. I've dealt with so many of you, yeah? You have the same default buffoonery nonsense. You've got nothing to say, nothing to chime in about, and all you want to try and do is put people down with what they're talking about, but you've done no due diligence. Even if you wanted to come with a counter argument, but you've done no due diligence. Mate, I've been studying this for 10 years. Since October 2016, coming up to 10 years. The community has been here since 2013 growing, as small as it may be. Dumbass. So get yourself in check, know who you're talking to, and do your due diligence. Some people are quicker than others. Some people can come across one video and be like, "Raw, you're onto something." Others, it may take a bit more. Others may need to download the book, get the audio reading rather than read it yourself, or read it yourself. Everybody takes in information differently. Some people can do a mixed match. Some people, you know what, let me just get the visual, have it on in the background. Me hear what audio saying. Let me check out Zach from Number Games. Let me check out King Richard TV. Let me check out Dr. Savage 84. Let me check out Inner Standing 7 Boma. Let me check out this one. You know what I mean? But all you've got time is time for internet ready. Aki. Not Jezebel order ready like a fool. So, oh look, remember I said earlier, yesterday I had a daily, not daily numerology, just numerology in general. 59, right? Anti-Semitic equals 59, like Freemasonry, yeah? So again, quickly, 4 and 29 and 26 equals 59. That numerology with the 59, anti-Semitic, Freemasonry, again, both of those words equal 50 fucking 9. Is that so hard? Now, this scumbag, Keir Starmer, currently 63 years old. Again, racism 36 and 63. This scumbag is currently 63 years old. He's born 2nd of September, which kind of goes with yesterday, right? Stabbing and stab wound, 29, Jewish 29. Yesterday was the 29th of April. Huh. Interesting. Also, quick sidebar, 20 seconds. Let's not forget Eric Garner. And if you didn't realize, it was a stage show for 2020. Remember, 1 minute they had you on lockdown, then they had you marching up and down, going against lockdown. And what else did they have you going against in 2020? In the heat of the sun. while you're all wrapped up for the most part, or a lot of the people would have had their face mask on, marching for who? George fucking Floyd, like a fool. These times I showed, and YouTube deleted the video that I had up, and it showed, it was in a video that I had up, YouTube deleted it. I forgot to say before, they deleted the video that I didn't even open my mouth. Right, I did a video for the Nottingham stuff that I already spoke on, Valdo Calicane. I did my first entry, and I only chuckled and laughed when I was showing the numbers. I didn't speak in the video. I showed a couple of clips from the news, and then I gave a quick breakdown before I did my follow-ups, showing the numbers, and I only chuckled. YouTube gave me a strike, and they said, for hate speech. They gave me a strike for hate speech, and I didn't even talk or do any hate speech or show any hate speech. Like, what are you doing? But we already know what's going on. So again, dumbass, bullet fool, look at the suppression that we've got to deal with concerning big tech and you fucking basic D-brain syndrome fucking idiots that don't help stuff propagate. You know, fighting against fucking comments disappearing and whatnot. You know what I mean? Oh, let me amend what I wrote. Hopefully it will stick this time. 5 minutes are gone, 20 minutes are gone. Oh shit, I've been here 20 minutes just trying to get my comment to stick. Meanwhile, we've got these basic D-brain arse-wipes. Wouldn't be surprised if you was running around looking for toilet roll in the midst of the lie with the toilet roll. These times, what is it again? Is it toilet paper and mental health? Perfect overlay. Perfect overlay. Yeah, with the 4 base ciphers using the English alphabet, forward and backwards, and then forward and backwards again with the rules of numerology. And if you add royal family, that's also a perfect overlay as well. Just the same as matrix and the word script. If you write that out, perfect overlay. Go to the calculator, Gematria. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Gematria.com. Go on, go over there. Go on. Fuck off. Go on. Sayonara, Arrivederci, Auf Wiedersehen. Foxtrot Oscar. You know what I mean? Go on, make yourself fucking useful. Instead of telling people that have been doing scientific studies, measurable, observable, repeatable, you can take what I'm saying and see it for yourself. Dumbass. Use the rule of thumb that we're showing you here. We don't know it all. I am not a part of the gang, the Illuminati, whatever fucking name of these megalomaniacs that you want to go with their satanic scumbag selves. Yeah? Jesuit order, whoever. But yeah, 2020, George Floyd, that was a big psyop. Of course, George Perry Floyd equals 201. The Jesuit order 201, Iranian terrorism 201, Islamic terrorism 201, State of Israel 201, Ignatius of Loyola, the first general or one of the first generals for the Jesuit order since it's established. In how many years? His name equals 201. Again, you got that rapper. I'm still trying to remember his fucking name. Bullhead Dark One, not Styles P from the Rough Riders. What is his fucking name? Can somebody put it in the chat? You know what I'm talking about. He's got an album called Ignatius of Loyola. If you type it in Google, it will probably come up. Rapper, album, Ignatius of Loyola. It will come up. Or speak it in, because you might not be able to spell, you know, they've got these fucking foreign names. Let alone trying to get your fucking tongue around it saying it. You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, I'm doing my best here. But yeah, remember, you was in the time of the first Jesuit Pope, just before the latest one. He's obviously more than likely Jesuit as well. Pope Francis, real name Mario Bergoglio. Was it Jorge Mario Bergoglio? However his name goes. Jorge Mario Bergoglio. That was Pope Francis's real name. Jorge Mario Bergoglio. His name equals 201. He stayed in. He was the first priest, Jesuit priest, and he was the first one to stay in Suite 201, called Salta Dante Marte. However you pronounce it, you know I always say that, right? However you pronounce it, but the room was 201, and even the name of the room was 201. If you write out the words sacred number, that equals 201. Heliocentrism equals 201. The Holy Bible equals 201. Do you think this is just stupid and random? I think these people know what they're doing. Implementing the language coinciding with the Gregorian calendar. You fucking idiot.
Like I'm the cunt. Am I the cunt or you the cunt? Because the dumb cunts, I obviously seem like a crazy cunt. But it doesn't mean I'm fucking, you know what I mean? Dumbass. Now, from Keir Starmer's last birthday, Krusty Creature birthday, 2nd of September, going with the 2-9, against Stabbing and Stabbing, April 29th. Jewish equals 29. Jewish also equals 74. It's 7 months and 4 weeks, 0 days. From his Krusty birthday last year to April 29th. Yeah? 2026. Now to his Krusty upcoming birthday for this year. And remember, I forecasted his birthday. I mean, his selection before he was selected. Yeah? You can find the videos. Did I not put out videos 4 months in advance? Say, wow, the numbers are hot for him. He's going to win it. How do I know this, dumbass? It's 4 months and 5 days to his upcoming birthday. Was it not a knife situation yesterday? 9:45 again. The perpetrator for yesterday. They might have put his name up by now. I need to check the news. I haven't even looked in the news today. Haven't even looked yet. All right. Again, 9:45. The perpetrator for yesterday. Golders Green, UK, double stabbing. His age is 45. And then I'm kind of overlapping stuff, but remember, Eric Garner, quickly going back to the racism, George Floyd, Eric Garner, Google Eric Garner police right now, images, what numbers on the police guy's back? 99. The word racism also equals 99. When they lit the ambulances in the UK a couple of weeks ago on the 23rd of March, the firebombing, that they had a life lesson of 36. Racism equals 36 as well as 99 and 60 fucking 3. Dickhead. Terrorism equals 63. Dickhead. So once you understand how hand in hand it all goes, get it? For them to have those that have no idea what's going on, you know, the low level Hamas people, but those at the top, they will be part of the infiltration of the Jezebel order. Netanyahu, Jezebel order. Tommy Robinson, Jezebel order. Like, let's not get it twisted here. Fun fact, he's got 2 names, right? His name is Stephen Yaxley, whatever it is, Lennon. Tommy Robinson. When is he born? November 27th? Race and racism equal 27, you fucking dickhead. Now again, whether he's a stooge playing out a role or he's definitely born and it's not a fake birthday. Again, know how people can be just in general. No, if that was me or whatever, and wow, you know, he's on a campaign against racism and this and that. Wow, oh, fucking hell, look when he's born now, look at the numerology, wow. Again, why I'm showing you why certain people will get picked. All right, they can come through with their music or Hollywood, whether they've got talent or not. Whether they go through, you know, the Noriega door, whether they go through the gay door, I'm gonna off my mum door, kill my family or my best friend door. Yeah? Or the door that says, you know what, fuck you lot, I'm not in on none of that. I'm not like Rihanna, I'm not like ASAP Rocky, that blatantly tells you in the GQ magazine interview, you can find it on YouTube, he says, well, you know, anytime I bring out a new album, you know, my mum dies or his brother or whatever it is, his cousin, his dad. Yeah? Meanwhile, we've got idiots like fucking Bullet Burn leaving a comment just before this stream when I fired up a stream for 10 minutes. I just done the screenshots and deleted it. I'll put them up after the stream so I can show you the imbecile's buffoonery. He says, AJ, he didn't kill his friends. And then just before that, he says, I know Nine's the rapper because I said Nine's the rapper in the UK. I said, wow, look at Nine's the rapper. I said, he got arrested at Gatwick Airport for cannabis 63 days from his birthday. And cannabis equals 63. Around that time, he just made a YouTube movie that you could watch called Crop Circle 3, which also has a numerical value of 63. So I'm saying, what's the odds?
And you know, when he's leaving this comment, you're crazy, you're a mad person, you're loopy. Yeah, I know I'm loopy because my mind's not compartmentalized and fragmented like yours. My mind will make the loop and go the loop. I wear that with a badge of honor. Thank you. Yes, my stars and stripes. You know what I mean? Let me get on one knee. As you fucking, you know what I mean? Anoint me. You get me? Yeah? You got bullet fool is anointing me. Thank you. Yes, let me receive my honors. Yes, I'm loopy. Yes. You're a fool. Basic beast brain, compartmentalized thinking, cognitive dissonance, dickhead. Yeah. Again, please don't procreate. We don't need more of you. Don't procreate. We don't need more of you stupid people roaming the land, which outnumber people like me, unfortunately, at an exponential, alarming rate. So, Kershaw 79. Remember, we spoke about 79 already. Society of Jesus, aka the Jesuit Order, Society of Jesus 79. And of course, knifing can pertain to obviously somebody getting killed. Murder equals 79. Again, hopefully these people are on speedy recovery. And quickly going back to the 201, pretty sure if you write out British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, that equals 201. If you write out British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, that equals 201. You fucking idiot. I think there's something to people running out the Jesuit priests so many hundred years ago. They've even got a Hulu show about it called Catherine the Great, who saved and preserved the order by saving 201 priests. You fucking idiot. Those that don't know history are doomed to repeat it as it gets worse. So again, because of shit cunts like this cunt, and internet ready, okay, or Trapler Ross, in their thousands of hordes of Zombieland variants, hence why my channel's current name is Zombieland Variants, originally called Measurable, Observable, Repeatable, aka more acronyms, old school lot call me more. And as we keep bringing you more and more and more, showing you the same shit over and over again, then I changed it, well, they're still there. Matrix Revealed, because you know Matrix loves the R. Reloaded, Revelations, Resurrections. So that's my other name for the channel. The Matrix Revealed. Yeah? About we can't even Bumbleclaw get nice numbers over here. Would be nice, but I don't care. Now, 2 Jews, 38. Remember, it's I'm 74. 2 Jews equals 74 and 38. Yeah? Remember, it's 38 days since the ambulance bombing. Stabbing, 34. Jewish 38. And 2 Jews equals 38. 2 Jews 74. We just did the 74 span. 7 months and 4 weeks or whatever it was. For up to Keir Starmer's next Krusty Creature birthday. In September coming up. You see? Stabs equals 61. Remember, we've got a numerology of 61. Terrorist 61. They're deeming it a terrorist activity for yesterday. Remember, mental health equals 61 as well. Stabs equals 74 and 38 as well. Oh, I guess the numbers are on my backside because I'm trying to get views. I'm just making up a narrative. I suffer from apophenia. Oh, you know, we're storytellers. We are humans. We like to put a story together. We dream every other night. We dream, you know, we're great storytellers. Oh, let's just build a narrative and just anything that looks like it fits together. I'm just trying to build a narrative. No, you fucking idiot. And this is the problem with arsewipes. What is he good for? Definitely nothing. Ha! Huh. You're an arsewipe, bullet burn. Unless you come fucking correct. If you're not on this type of frequency, fuck off. By default, I'm on your side. How about that? You know, like that? Tasty. By default, I'm on your side, pussy-o. Piece of shit.
Change this background sound here. I'm sorry for all the sidebars, but you know, it's got to be done, man. It's got to be done. I say it, go. You don't like it? Just watch the rerun and skip. There you go. We'll come back if I'm live. Blah, blah, blah. What am I looking for? Media assets and StreamYard. Thank you. Oh, I've got some sexy dessert. What have I got? Strawberry cheesecake. It's kind of looking at me. I've got some spicy salmon to eat as well. Yeah? Looking at me. Eat me! I'm on the way, don't worry. I'm just building up an appetite. You know what I mean? Burn some. Right.
The worst thing to call somebody is crazy.
Oh, that voice sound familiar? Sounds like Dave Chappelle, dickhead.
Crazy. They strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick. That's bullshit.
And again, I made this song off of somebody via you when my window was open, talking loud like this, doing a stream. Then I got a fucking call from the housing doing a welfare check. Mind you, as I've said before, these are the same cunts that took over 3 years to fix my boiler. Huh? We won the case, got money. So my point is, what part of welfare do they care about? And then again, dealing with basic beast-brain buffoons that are quick to have, you know, dial on the number, yeah, get the housing up or whatever the case may be, right? Wanting to put me in a straitjacket or some shit. You know what I mean? But you don't want to deal with the numbers that dictate your lives, but you're quick to have these lot on. You use your idle fingers. Let me do the 0800 or let me phone the housing or the police. Oh, that person's ruining my bubble wrap of comfort. I don't like what they're saying. You know what I mean? This is the fuckery that we got to deal with you cunts. How about no boiler for 3 years? Fuck you. Wood chipper, pussy-o.
The worst thing to call somebody is crazy. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
Let me touch one more quickly, yeah? Give me a quick 2-minute break. Oh, did I make this one as well? No, we're not saying it's all finalized and finished, but I would love to hear your music or your lyrics, Bullet Burn. Where you at? You got some lyrics? You got some music for me? What are you saying?
Vibe with the Buddha and charming in the hood. I've been tapping into memory, been misunderstood. I've been vibing, I've been minding, I've been riding crash conscious. Even kinda big, now I'm slightly obnoxious. In a loop with a zoo every day. I'm a loose, selfish on my terms, cause I've been given, been kind, been silly, been blind. Now I'm tired of what you say, what you got from me. Life's a game of nothing, so obviously I roll the dice, play nice, fly high, starry-eyed, worldwide dreaming. Find the life meaning, believing in anything that keeps my soul feeling. My freedom's extreme, and I need this knowledge, yeah, I bought a life feeding. The universe connection and the weed help me feel it. In my body, in my soul, explore the unknown, the unknown, the unknown. Round we go. But never really find a place that we can call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an idiot, I don't wanna go home. It's like round and round and round. digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. I need a minute, I'm tripping, I'm missing, I'm flipping. I need a minute, I know I'm distant. My freedom's in it, my dreams are in it. My conscience, my seeds are in it. The journey, I see no limit. Spirit, science, astrophysical shit. I need a hit, it's something lit. It's a shame, it's not legit. It's just way too hard to get. How they regulate this shit? It's illuminated shit. Round we go, and never really find a place to breathe and call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. It's like round we go, and never really find a place to breathe and call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls.
What you saying? Liquid drum and bass ready. What you saying? Tell me about internet ready. Go suck your bomber club.
I need a minute, I know I'm distant. My freedom's in it, my dreams are in it. My conscience, my seeds are in it. The journey, I see no limit. Spirit, science, astrophysical shit. I need a hit, it's something lit. It's a shame, it's not legit. It's just way too hard to get. How they regulate this shit? It's illuminated shit. Round we go. And never really find a place to breathe and call home.
Shouldn't even be hearing these dub plates from me, yeah? Count yourself lucky, pussy hole. Count yourself lucky, pussy hole. You hear these dub plates? Yeah? You can't even get these dub plates. Count yourself lucky, pussy hole. How about internet ready? How about exclusive liquid drum and bass bad boy rhythm ready, pussy hole? All right, last couple, and then I'll continue on. Just having a quick break for 2 minutes. Once again, shout out to Whitney. What did I call this song? Oh yeah, I called it Eternity.
It Love everything about you. You didn't gorgeous. Most people don't understand it, baby. Gorgeous. And I can't build a life without you. Gorgeous.
You know, I'm not even going full throttle. All right, last one. There we go. And if you didn't know, the last one was actually Jaden Smith, and this one is his sister with the vocals. I heard it and I thought, oh.
Because I just feel like it's so primal and it gets you right there. When it's when the parts are really interplaying with each other in the right way, it just goes straight to that good place inside of you.
Yeah, I heard the vocals for Jade, and I was like, oh, I have to make a song with that. Then I heard her in the interview, and I was like, oh, I need to make a song with that.
sounds like another one by me. Is that another one by me? Did I make this? I think I did make this. Yes, yes. Kind of goes nice with the sunshine right about now. I know there's probably some chemtrails out there, but you know. London sun is shining. The weather is sweet. And look at Junko. Me gone lick out things heat. Yeah? With them one another. Fierce. Fool. Crazy. Shout out to, was it Breezy? Breezy? Hold up, did I see that properly? Sorry, man, hold up. Breezy M16, yes, yes, hope you're good, man. He said chemtrails and flat earth. And you know what? I'll put the link in there. Yeah, I did put the link there if you want. Anybody wants to join the stream, you are welcome. Not that I finished the decode, but you know, it's all good. Last 2 minutes, and then I'm going to get back to the decodes. Definitely, just bear with me. Just having a break. I've been going for 2 hours non-stop, so just getting a quick few minutes break here. Then we're going to continue. Where's my motherfucking drink? How did I make this one? I got the idea from the movie Inception. So if you know that movie, Leonardo DiCaprio, you know the dream stuff.
That's when to share dreams with you.
Not these. These are my dreams.
Track entitled Dermascape. Of course, derma is your skin. What side is the dream? On the inside of your skin or the outside of your skin? Or is it both? Seems like it's all a dream to me. Anywho. And of course, Derma reshuffled his dream anyway, right? Derma, dream. That's why it's called Dermascape rather than Dreamscape.
going on.
I guess, yeah.
So how did you end up here?
Well, we just came from the,
Think about it.
Why do you do this to yourself?
It's the only way I can still dream.
Why is it so important to dream?
My dreams were still together.
All right, that's enough of that, for fuck's sake. Got decos to do. Let's play that. All right, I hope you was having a little bubble. I know I was tapping toes and nodding head myself personally. I don't know about you, lot, but nah, man, bubble shuffle and go on. Right, anywho, so yeah, we got to Keir Starmer, done the 74 to his upcoming birthday. Or alternatives, no, from last year, 7 months and 4 weeks, right? Remember, 2 Jews and Masonic equals 74 as well. Killing 74. Again, hopefully they haven't died. I haven't checked the news today with the recipients that took the wounds. I think one got stabbed in the neck. I'm not sure where the other one got stabbed. One was at the bus stop, right? And I think the other one was near a synagogue. And again, to Keir Starmer's upcoming birthday, 4 months and 5 days. Again, racism equals 45, knife equals 45. Unbelievable, man. And again, he's 63 years old right now, Keir Starmer. Again, racism 63, the Jesuit Order 63 as well. Rightio. And remember, the daily numerology for yesterday was 33, right? For April 29th, of course, 429 equals 33. And the 33rd prime is 137. Keir Starmer equals 137. And remember, there's 33 degrees in Freemasonry. And remember, police, people, order, society, masonry, secrecy. Think about your nervous system, nervous, all equate to 33. Magic equals 33. Hollywood 33. Actor 33. Sorcerer or witches, one of those or both of those, 33 as well. Think about sex magic, sex equals 33. Yeah. He ain't lying. I ain't lying, man. You know, the barber shop in Coming to America. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Fuck, you know. Right, 29. What is this? I think this is Sadiq Khan's crusty birthday, October 8th. And from his last birthday to the situation is 29 weeks, bang on. Again, stabbing and stab wound, 29, along with Jewish equals 29. And remember, the perp is 45 years old that committed the stabbing. His age is 45. And they say the recipients of the madness, one's in his 30s and one's in his 70s. Knife man equals 37 and 73. I remember from the ambulance bombing, 37 days to the situation, or a span of 38 days. Remember, was it double stab? Was both of them? I know Jews is 38, stabbing and stabbing 38, murder and all those type of words, cancel, destroy, etc. 38. The other span is 5 weeks and 2 days. Double stabbing, 52, stabbing and stabbing, 53. They say Iranian sleeper cell. Iranian sleeper cell, and that's the boogeyman started to go with. That equates to 38. Iranian sleeper cell. Give me a second here. Interesting. Fire equals 38 and 29. Fire, 38 and 29, coming off the back of the whatchamacallit? You know what I'm trying to say. The firebombing ambulances. Remember, Synagogue of Satan is 64, firebombing 64. I've still got a date for that should be coming up, unless I passed it. I don't think I did pass it. You know, terror attacks 52. So again, double stabbing 52, terror attacks 52, terrorist 52, government, more than likely hidden hand government. Again, government 52. Also, UK terror attacks equals 201 for another 201. Yeah. For another 201, 52. Look at that. You know what? Let me just go back for that 1 second. I just want to double check so it's locked in my mind after this time. Hold on. Right, we're up there. Let me just get double stabbing what that was. 61, 52, 133 as well. Government 133. President, White House, those type of words, 133. Again, 52, 61. Those are the main focus points, even though it also equates to 83. Again, murder 38 and 83. Double stabbing 83. But yeah, 61, 52. Terror attacks 52. As we've gone over. Stabbing and stabbing 52. And remember, stabbing and stabbing 52 and 29. 2 Jewish men equals 61 on a day. 61 numerology. Again, terror 61, terror attack 61, double stabbing 61. I mean, what? The place. Now, I haven't looked into this whole Intervada. If this might be like one of the new tagline names that goes with the type of boogeyman. Or boogie people, whatever. But I know you were saying global Intervada. But anyway, Intervada by itself is 59. Remember, we went over 59 already with the numerology. Was it anti-Semitic 59, Freemasonry 59, Intervada 59. Also 94, like terror 94. But we're not following that really, to be fair. But, you know, it's there. And tagline they're going with yesterday is deeply concerned. Terror 68, deeply concerned 68. It was like 6 weeks and 8 days or something like that, or 6 months, whatever. 8 days from George Bush Jr.'s birthday to 9/11. It's either before or after the fact of 9/11 and George Bush Jr.'s birthday. And he definitely was a man that ran on terror, because he said terror how many times in how many press conference or whatever. Every second, terror, 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 terror. That's what we say. He said terror, 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 terror. He was saying that like he's running out of fashion. Was going out of fashion. Excuse me. Right. Probably do this again, but more streamlined with no sidebars. Right, with no sidebars. Right, with what's his name? King Charles. Yesterday they was laying down flowers to do with wait for the slide to come up with the news. What is it? King and Queen lay flowers at 9/11 Memorial in New York. Yeah? 33 weeks from 9/11 to yesterday. I mean, come on, man. 33. Come on. And the last life lesson for 9/11 from the 33 weeks from last year, 2025, to this year is 29. Is 29 life lesson. 9 and 11 and 2 and 0 and 2 and 5 equals 29. Again, stab it and stab wound, Jewish 29, Masonic 29. Is he 77 years old, this creature? How old is he? How old is he? How old is he? Is he 77? He might be 77. Fuck's sake, hold up. Yeah, 77, this creature. Let me just actually look at him. You know there's been some close bloodline ancestral shit going on. Actually look at him. So 77, I can't remember how it goes. Was it flight 77 on the 77th meridian that hit the first tower? Anyway, if you write out September 11th, it equals 77. So September 11th, even September 11 equals 77. Oh, there was something yesterday or last night that came up with 166. Excuse me, fucking yawning now. I need to do a rain check for 166. Twin Towers 166. 59 and 58 like Freemasonry. But yeah, I need to get a rain check on that. Need to re-listen to last night's stream, which was pretty fire. Shout out to Squirrel Sniper each and every time. Charles III, 177 like Jesuit order. And I forgot to say that piece, the king bit after earlier. Excuse me. I was a little bit more hyped when I was talking earlier, so it happens sometimes. But yeah, 67 days after the Queen's death and King Charles's birthday, basically 67 days between, right? Events or birthdays, so the death and his birthday. 67 days, King equals 67, Freemasonry 67. Been over that a gazillion times. What's in here? Freemasonry 42. And this is with now September 11th for this year. And also September 11th this year, 67 and 30. Wow, see? So King Charles laying flowers yesterday. Well, we've got the Golders Green situation going on. He's laying flowers memorial in New York for 9/11. Charles equals 42 and 66. And this year, numerology 66 for 9/11. And then from April 29th to 9/11, 2026, 4 months and 2 weeks, 0 days. See? So why do you think King Charles is out there? It's by the numbers, man. These people don't play. because they know it sets certain things in motion, and also what's the thing I'm thinking of now? Basically, the world that you're setting up, because words create worlds. That's why the pen is mightier than the sword. Yeah, words create worlds. That's why the pen is mightier than the sword. And again, in Hebrew, the old name for God is tetragrammaton, key part grammar. Apparently, in the Book of Formations, where it talks about God bringing in the world into existence over numbered days. So again, you've even got Book of Numbers in the Bible. Yeah. So again, through Masonry 42, Charles 42, 4 months, 2 weeks, 0 days, from Golders Green Stabby Stab to the annual anniversary for 9/11. And again, Golders Green Stabby Stab, same day you've got Charles in America laying flowers at a memorial site for 9/11. I mean, give me a break. Like, these people care. They just want you to be canon for their games and madness. You're expendable. There's always somebody else, right? Yeah. Fortunately, that's the way it goes, it seems. Even got a 44 in there as well. 19 weeks and 3 days. It's the 44th prime. Think about all the soldiers that would have came back with, no arm or a leg, fighting their wars for oil or weapons of mass destruction. They gaslight the world with that. Oh, weapons of mass destruction. And those that don't know that they don't know that they don't know. They're like, well, you know what? Let me go and fight for flag and country. And 2-2s. You don't realize that you're just a type of jarhead just being sent out there. And as I always say, it should be these scumbags put into the arena. Why are we sending our loved ones, and whoever else that we don't know out there to war, so to speak? You know what I mean? Right. And his last birthday, he's got the 3470 numerology, like the Tourette situation for his last birthday, right? Looking at Charles's birthday, 40th of November. Got racist, 3470. Anywho. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Case of the snivelly wivellers. Oh, almost. Oh, there it goes. Excuse me. Yeah. Give me a moment here. Bad. Okay, now. Was it Twin Towers 166? From his birthday last year to King Charles, November 14th. I think it was September 11, 166, and Twin Towers, 166. 166 days from his birthday, 2025, November 14th. I mean, dumb plays. And I think Scottish Rite is 160. Oh no, don't worry. What am I talking about? It's gone past the include end date thing. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, it is September 11, 166, and Twin Towers. Alright. What's this here? That was from last night. Alright, I think that's it. And as I say, I may go again one more time tonight, but I do a bite size with no sidebars, no having to, address anybody. And yeah, Something I didn't say with the Jew 57 and 21. So go and watch the other one that I put out yesterday. It might be in the bite-sized one that I do later on or tomorrow. But until then, wholeness. Catch you on the rebound, maybe.